Let's make my shortcut Arroz Imperial. So this recipe, guys, is by no means traditional. This is not the layered Arroz Imperial. This is just how I do it. I'm going to be making mine in my Ninja Foodie, my pressure cooker. First thing I do is I drizzle a little bit of extra virgin olive oil and I add in some boneless, skinless chicken thighs. And then I season them with some complete seasoning, sazon completa. And then I just slightly cover them with water. Then all I did was put my pressure cooker lid on and I cooked this on high pressure for 20 minutes until my chicken was fully cooked. After the 20 minutes, I went ahead and released the pressure, and then I took my chicken thighs out and put them on a separate plate, and I did reserve that liquid. Do not throw that away because that's the liquid that you're going to be using to flavor and cook your rice. Essentially, what we're doing is making my arroz con pollo recipe, and then we're just sprucing it up to be a little more like arroz imperial. Then back in the same pot, I started to cook my sofrito. I just drizzled a little bit of extra virgin olive oil and then I used a quarter of a green bell pepper and half of an onion. I added in a splash of vino seco, some tomato sauce. Then I seasoned my sofrito with a little bit of garlic powder. You can use fresh garlic. I would use about 4 to 5 cloves. I also used some dried oregano and some cumin. And then I did throw in a yellow sazon Goya packet. This is what's going to color our rice, and a chicken bouillon packet. A cube works just as fine. I gave everything a really good mix, and then I added in 3 cups of washed rice. If you want to go ahead and double up on the recipe, just double up everything I just said. And then I did add in the 3 cups of that liquid that we reserved. It was a tiny bit over 3 cups. And you can see that my rice is fully covered. So 3 cups of rice and maybe like 3 1/4 cups of liquid. And then I also went ahead and added my chicken back in. And I just tucked it in there in the rice. Made sure it was covered. And then I did add a bay leaf also in the center. And then I followed the instructions on my Ninja Foodie and I cooked the 3 cups of rice for 6 minutes on high pressure, and then I let them rest for 10 minutes before releasing the pressure. So total cooking time, 16 minutes. If you want a more in-depth video, go and check out my arroz con pollo recipe. I go into more detail in that video. This is optional, but I did add in some canned peas. And then this is where it turns into a little bit of arroz imperial. I just mixed in some mayo, mix in as much or as little mayo as you like. And then I went ahead and transferred it into a baking dish. And I just compressed it and pushed it down, similar to arroz imperial. And then I went ahead and topped it with some mozzarella cheese. I used a whole packet of mozzarella cheese. Next, I put it in the oven at 350 degrees for about 15 minutes. And then I did use my broil setting for about 4 to 5 minutes just to get the cheese nice and golden brown on the top. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know if you make it and tag me if you do.